Alright guys, so now we're going to talk about putting the glue down on your board for your collage. What I showed you just now was the image of, I had cut everything out so I knew where I wanted everything to go. So the glue we are going to use on this is Mod Podge. And the Mod Podge is a little bit different than like white glue. It has a more glossy finish and it's got a kind of lighter consistency than what white glue has. So you can see I just used a palette knife and I have laid some down on my board. I'm going to use this harder paper and I'm going to use this as a squeegee to kind of spread the glue out. So I'm going to kind of take, and I'm giving it just a little bit of a fold, and I want to try and get some consistent coverage on the whole board, all the way to the edges. I don't need a lot, I just need enough to get everything to stick down. I'm going to try and avoid any big drips. You do have to also work a little speedy. You don't want the glue to start to dry before you get everything on. But I am trying to get the whole thing covered because I know how I'm going to cover the whole thing. So I've got coverage on the whole board now, just about. Getting rid of those big globs. Going all the way to the edge. And you can you might be able to see it's starting to dry a little bit, so I gotta be kind of quick. And now I'll go and get my first piece. So I'm going to work back to front. So the things that are furthest back are the things I'm going to place down first. So I want this blue, and I don't want to use the whole thing. I'm going to trim off the edge, so I'm having it hang over the edge a little bit. If you look, so here's the edge of the board, but here's, I'm going to just put that down on my, on the edge there. I'm going to get my next piece. And I want to make sure that I cannot see any of the black showing through. Now I know that this is going to stick up. That's fine because I'm going to go back in and add more glue later. I'm just trying to get the entire board covered because I do not want to see any of the black showing. The next one, making sure I do not have any of the black showing. Working my way down. This one, I don't need a whole lot, just that little bit. The more layers, so I have all these layers because this is what's going to give the illusion of depth in my picture. And as you notice, I still have the whole side is still exposed because I know that I'm going to have my tree there, but I need to have the island under my tree before I can put that down. So there's my first piece of blue. Now I know I have my island. So this piece is actually going to go over here. Right about like that. So this is on this side. Now I can get my tree to get the coverage over here. And now I can fill in with my blues. So like at this bottom area, I know I have this filling that way. This is filling a large majority over here. But see, I put this one on first, or this one on first and this one on top, so it's covering a part of that. So if I've got to be careful that that is the intention I want. So I'm going up here, that little bit. I think I'm going to do this piece here. And you can see my glue is starting to dry. I might need to put some more glue down. I'm just using my palette knife. But I want to get this whole background covered all at once. So that way nothing shifts and moves in a way that I can't control. There's that piece. I have this bottom section. Then I wanted this one to be on top. I'm going to have to bring that down a little. And I know this is going to go here, even though it doesn't fit. So, that's your first goal, is to try and get that whole back area covered. Even though there's overlap and things are hanging up, that's okay, but you got that whole back blackboard covered now. So that's your main goal. Cut everything, lay it out, and then get it glued down. Good luck.